I must admit, this next startup I am personally very, very curious about. This is something we could try out here because it's a tool that has AI, that uses AI for audience engagement. So really curious how it could work here at TechChill. Please welcome Lesha from 110, the CEO and co-founder.
At Wanted, we help content producers and advertisers to maximize their ROI and audience engagement. I would like to share one insight today with you. 90% of decisions are driven by emotions, and current approaches have many disadvantages to track emotional engagement. For this, we develop AI platform that allow our clients to test their content on the target audience. Research process is quite simple. Viewers watch content with camera turn on in natural conditions. In turn, our AI system analyzes their emotional engagement, attention span, empathy, and we provide clients with call to action reports. Unlike our competitors, we are focusing on long-form video content, and for this, we develop a unique methodology where we analyze storytelling, video attributes, and reactions itself. And it gives us a great foundation to build next big thing. I'm happy to announce that we are working on emotional intelligence engine for synthetic audiences. We have already validated this strategy with Gartner, and this market, currently we are sure that we will have success. And currently we work with media companies, agencies, and brands, and we have 400K of revenue. Our pipeline is super strong right now, and what's the most important, we already have interest in using our system as an internal tool. We will provide them subscription based on minutes of analysis. And in terms of the future success, we are super strong because we have a super profound and very specialized team in content that have experience in content creation, software engineering, AI, and psychology. And I'm super happy also to share that Andy Robbins, who was senior vice president at Miramax Films, joined our team. So our next steps, it's launch SaaS, enter US market, sign all the clients that you saw, and reach at least 1 million ARR by the end of this year. So currently we are seeking for 700K of revenue to make this happen. So thank you, and happy to if you join our adventure.
Questions to 110. Raoul.
Hi, thank you for the pitch. So how do you implement the solution for your clients?
Sorry, repeat please.
How do you implement the technology with your clients?
So we have a web platform. We have two sides, manager side and participant side. For example, clients can access to our platform, upload content, and set up the criteria of the audience. After that, through our partners that provide us audience, it's panel providers around the world, they feed, so they send requests to the people, participants, and they give us permissions that we can capture the reactions. They watch content with camera turned on, answer questions, and we gather all the data and provide to clients via dashboards all the insights. Work this way.
Got it. Yeah.
Super scalable solution.
All right, so Jana.
Thank you. It's very futuristic, and I just wondering if you have already some clients, and what are the cases why they need your product, why they are crying at night.
So currently we have two verticals, entertainment and advertising. For entertainment, we test in TV shows, feature films, marketing assets. For example, we tested a trailer of Wonka for Warner Brothers. For the advertising space, it's basically commercials and also concepts during development stage. So recently we conducted a study for American Red Cross where we tested storyboards on the audience in Florida and nationwide. So we captured their reactions before they produce the commercial. So we provide them all the insights. They understand what to tweak and how to improve the content.
All right, thank you. If you have any other questions, catch 1/10
Thank you.
of the stage. Another round of applause.
Well, the more careful and attentive members of the audience will notice that you might have already met this startup on stage today. Please welcome Maxim, the CEO of Mantis Analytics. Welcome.
Yeah, hi guys, my name is Maxim, I'm CEO of Mantis Analytics, and we are doing AI-powered real-time corporate risk management platform. It's absolutely clear that age of stability is over. Like 92 risk management specialists are pessimistic about the year horizon, and losses of the risk is more than 10 billions annually. But in following situation, companies continue to manage risks the old way, but it absolutely doesn't work in new reality. And that's why executives lack reliable and actionable data to manage physical and informational risks. If we go deeply to specific customer segments, we understood that there are 4 dimensions which are important to customers. Some of them need to manage risk in real time in terms of the seconds. Some need to manage risk on any time period, detect negative narratives, and so on. Also, it's important what's happening in physical reality and how it's impact mental reality of people. And to address these emergency needs, we propose AI platform for real-time monitoring of infospace and help companies effectively and actionably manage informational and physical risks. How it works, we collect data from social media, from internal customers, data from open data. We proceed that in 2 streams of events, like physical one and mental one. We proceed data with the AI-powered services, and we present data in a way, dashboards, maps, and executive summary. As a result, company can do situation awareness and travel security in real time, and also manage all the weak signals, informational and reputational risks. We're only one company which can do deep intelligence in real time comparing with our competitors. We started from applying AI in social media in conflict zone. Now we expand our proposition globally, and as a main strategy, we want to absolutely revolutionize risk management approach in the corporate sector. We started a self-funded mission initiative in Ukraine, in the battlefield. Previous year, it was year of corporatization. We get initial revenue. We incorporated in the United States. And this year is starting of global scale for us. We already entered Alchemist Accelerator. It's top 1 B2B accelerator in the United States. And it's starting point for us to scale globally. From customers' perspective, we started from the government. After that, we proposed our solution to think tanks media. Now we are working with a threat intelligence company, and that is the way for corporate for us. That is our initial set of the customers, target business model, and we are raising 500K to achieve 1 million ARR in 2 years, and 160K is already raised. That is our founding team. We have absolutely complementary skills to accomplish this serious challenge, not only for Ukraine, but for the world. Thanks very much for your attention.
Thank you. Andreas.
How is the customer using your platform? Are there analysts sitting there and then analyzing with the platform, or how is it used?
Yeah, basically there are several persons in the company which can use our platform. It's basically global operational coordinator, which need to manage operational risk. It's also threat intelligence analyst. It's also can be travel security coordinator. So it's and also it's in the big company, it's just hierarchy of the person. So it can be regional coordinator, country coordinator, and so on. And all of this person can effectively solve their task in our platform.
Jannic.
I also planning to go end-to-end, meaning providing a response mechanism beyond the mere detection.
In terms of response, it's can be like a different policy in different company. I mean, in terms of response. But our goal is provide as much actionable alerts as possible, right? So we just first it's detect threat, and after that provide like executive summary with a clear actionable items, right? How to proceed with the risk, but definitely just real implementation of the policy is most dependent on exact company.
Viktorija.
Can you describe your sales process? You have already 61K in revenue. You aim for 1 million. So what is the sales circle at your customer, and how long does it take to take a decision, and who is the decision maker for your product?
Yeah, it's a very good question. So now from our experience, sales process, it's from 3 to 6 months. So we start our sales with some workshops, with some like easy to sell product. For example, automation of some critical risk management reports and so on. We can sell that in several weeks, start collaboration, and after that build relationship in a month. But anyway, we are building a very like global fundamental B2B and B2G story, and it's everything about building relationship, right? And
all right, sorry. Okay. This is it from Mantis Analytics. Another round of applause.
Thank you. Well, I hear drones are all the rage this time. We've heard quite a lot about them. How much do you know about underwater drones? Well, I think, no, not a lot. I think actually you know a lot about this. You're just playing. So please welcome Submerged Baltics from Latvia to tell us a little bit more so we can be enlightened.
War is expensive. NATO uses rockets that are 2,000 times more expensive than enemy drones. The US can drain $400 million in a few hours. It is absurd. The same applies underwater. NATO needs a cheaper and more efficient approach. Our solution? Autonomous underwater drone equipped with explosives. We use machine learning for navigation sensor calibration. This reduces drone price by 5 times while maintaining the same precision. This drone conducts offensive operations, safeguards critical infrastructure, and gathers intelligence, such as enemy vehicle acoustic footprint data. One unit price is 100,000 euros, and each unit requires annual maintenance, costing 20% of unit price annually. Our first customers are Lithuanian and Latvian Ministries of Defense. We will work together to test and develop the drone, and we will test the drone in Ukraine within 4 months. Then, using our well-established connections, we will reach northern part of NATO, and finally, through NATO Jana, we will reach more NATO nations. The total market size is 20 billion euros, of which we will get 2% in 5 years, which is 350 million euros. In a competitive landscape of torpedoes and missiles, we stand out. Our advantage? It does not require any additional equipment, such as launching tubes or trucks. It is almost impossible to destroy because it's underwater. And in the end of the day, it is still cheaper. Even industry leaders such as Kongsberg Maritime and Airbus Defense has validated our potential, and we are building collaboration points with them right now. Our team consists of 4 people and partners. I previously worked at 30EU doing underwater drones. Toms & Edwards has long experience working on machine learning and robot autonomy in Latvia and University of Buffalo. And our battery expert, Raoul, who is building batteries since childhood. To benchmark our capabilities, while other drone producers took 3 years to develop their first MVP, we did the same thing in just 6 months. On top of that, we have strengthened our team with a well-recognized R&D company from Tallinn, 1012, and a leading dual-use investor in Northern region, ScaleWolf. We are looking for 350,000 euro investment for product development. But money is not only part of success. We are looking for strategic investors and advisory board members with good connections in MODs. Ladies and gentlemen, in the modern times of surrounding threats, safety is the biggest value. So defend your waters, with Submerge.
Thank you. Any questions after this explosive pitch, Jana?
Yes, really, speech was awesome. The same as like it seems like your drones. But why you think you are the first ones to build the drones? Because drones are for decades.
That's true. The funny part is that the drones cost a lot, and that's the main problem. For example, the drones that are in the industry right now, they cost like 1 million starting from underwater drones. And we are changing that. Another thing, there are already made drones in the world, but no drone is made by friendly countries. There's drones made by Hamas, Houthis, Iranians, North Korea, Russia, and that's it.
So are you positioning your drones as more attacking drones or more inspection, because you have mentioned this?
It is both. It's dual use. So we are making the platform. The end user is choosing which way they will use it. They will make the explosives or they will use it for surveillance. That's not our business to do.
Raoul?
What is the autonomy of a drone, and how do you charge them, swap the batteries, and etc.?
Yeah, the autonomous drone is, I would say, simple if function. It's not AI. We use inertial measurement unit, accelerometer gyroscopes to calculate the, let's say, GPS location on the map. And the autonomy is previously set. The user sets where it needs to go, then it goes that way. It hears the enemy ship, and it can distinguish enemy ships from, let's say, NATO ships, and then it does the previously programmed job.
Yeah, no, so my question was more, how long can it stay underwater before you need to charge it?
Sorry,
How long can it stay underwater?
Okay. Yes,
before
understood.
you charge it?
It is 50 kilometers or 10 hours.
Got it.
All right, sorry, no more questions. Thank you to Submerge.
Thank you.
I really like your interpretation of dual-use technology. So it's dual-use, attack and defend. So let's welcome our next startup. It's going to talk about using artificial intelligence in your brand management. Please welcome Nicholas from Story AI. Woo!
Hi, I'm Nicholas from Story. Story has been recognized as one of the best products in the world. Here's why. Every business wants to be memorable. But to maintain brand consistency and voice, plus manage it over time, is a complex process. SMBs have to juggle with at least 6 different tools and coordinate across multiple stakeholders. This takes time and costs money. That's why we created Story, an AI-powered brand automation platform for SMBs. Using Story, companies can create or upload brand guidelines, generate and plan branded content, and publish to all social media at once. Story is an ecosystem where multiple people can collaborate with multiple brands. This creates network effect. On average, each customer brings us 3 new users to our platform. And for that reason, since our launch in August, 6,000 brands have been created on Story. 80,000 posts have been published, and we have global footprint with 45% of our customers from Europe. I have 3 years of experience working as a software engineer for startups. Our CEO led a successful exit, and our CTO is a software engineer who worked on aviation software which affects millions. Overall, our team has strong business and software development skills. We are on a mission to help every brand tell their story. Come and join us. Thank you.
All right, a whole minute to spare. Impressive. Viktorija?
You mentioned that you have quite a bunch of clients. What about revenues? What is your monthly revenue?
We launched in August. It was the first initial launch. We launched in Product Hunt. Then we gathered free customers. They were using our product in free trial. Then after we implemented payment method, it was from January. Then we started growing revenue, and it is almost 7,000 for this month. So it's a total revenue for now.
Andreas?
Do you use your own AI system, or do you build on LLMs that are existing, or a combination?
We're using GPT-4 with Azure because in most cases, when we don't need to create our LLM at this time, but it is the plan, and we're going to do that later. But for now, GPT-4 through Azure is updating every month, every week, and we're trying to take most of from it.
Okay. Any other questions? No? Okay. Then thank you to Story.
Thank you.
Well, I'm not going to surprise you by saying that artificial intelligence has a lot of applications in a lot of startups. We're going to stick with AI, but we're going to move a bit away from branding to health tech. So please welcome Vera Reshetina from Hartery.
Hi, my name is Vera. I'm the founder of Hartery. We are building a super app for blood pressure management. The World Health Organization calls hypertension the silent killer. It's the leading cause of death, and it affects almost half of Americans and 1/3 of adult population around the globe. Hypertension is a chronic condition. It cannot be cured, but it can be successfully managed. Doctors recommend patients 3 steps. First, measure blood pressure regularly. 2, make healthier lifestyle choices. And take pills. But well, that's easier said than done. And unfortunately, the vast majority of patients, they have no idea what to do exactly, how to take pills. They forget to take them. And in most countries, it takes a few weeks or even a month to get to a cardiologist. That's why we built Hartery. It's the first app to support hypertension sufferers in their daily life. And we are the first app that will actually lower blood pressure. It is already lowering it. So first, why we are different? We not only track blood pressure, but we also explain the numbers. Then we have several AI tools for daily challenges. For example, it can tell how much salt is in this food, what exactly can I cook from my ingredients, which is blood pressure friendly, or what am I taking wrong with my medicines, and how can I improve it? And then, as a result, their blood pressure is lowered. We are hardware agnostic app. It means you can use every hardware you have at home. And in the next release, we will allow measuring blood pressure with help of camera. So you just point it on your face, and it will, by video, recognize blood pressure. We are 2 co-founders. Leo is the former health tech analyst and a former producer at the BBC. And I myself have built 3 tech companies. 2 were acquired in the United States and Belgium. We are supported by Danish Hypertension Society, and they co-developed the app with us, and they will help with the clinical validation. The app is currently submitted to the App Store, and it will have classical subscription. And we are now raising €500,000 for the next 12 months of runway to reach 5,000 users and 5,000 revenues. So this was Hartery. Thank you.
Thank you, Hartery. Viktorija.
Hi, thank you for presentation. Could you please elaborate a little bit more how your app will help to change the behavior of a person? Because tracking apps, devices, wearables were quite a number. I mean, it's still for the person to make changes in the lifestyle. So can you please elaborate a little bit on that?
Yes, so first of all, we will explain what happens with your blood pressure depending on what you eat, how you sleep, how you exercise, and on your stress. So first is explanation, then these lifestyle tools, which are AI-powered and they are personalized. Yeah, so that's personalized and actionable insights. And then in later release, we will make it with gamification, so like Duolingo for hypertension.
Jannic?
One question regarding the rollout. You said that in Denmark you're certified as a medical device and you're going on clinical studies. Does this have to be repeated country by country?
So in Denmark we have already agreement about clinical trials, and it will be valid all over the world.
Great, thank you.
Jana?
So basically, this was, thank you for the question, because, and thank you for the pitch. It was, you are going to get this European certification.
Yes.
Just wondering, what you have built so many already startups. What do you see now is the biggest obstacle why you cannot go just skyrocket? Because it's really a huge problem what you are tackling.
Yes, so now our like short-term goal is to get to the App Store. We are now on the moderation, and probably this will happen next week or next month. And then it's just a marketing, and like we do not need this clinical validation to start. So we will start right away.
And do you have connections with the hospital already? Like hospitals, how do they see that data from this app?
Yes, we showed it to many cardiologists, and we have clinical and medical advisors in our team. But our primary approach is B2C from the App Store.
All right, thank you. This was Harturi. Another round of applause.
Well, AI is everywhere, and it's also in the next startup that you will hear. Please welcome Marianne, the CEO of Intel Swift.
Poor customer support causes digital commerce businesses $75 billion in losses. This number is up 19% last year, with 51% of customers reporting that they have cut or reduced their expenses with the company after just one negative experience. Let us dive deeper into what are the root causes. Firstly, support teams are heavily understaffed by almost 20%. There is a new trend where phone and email are no longer a preferred communications channel, with customers shifting towards chat, social media, and emerging channels, making support teams to use 10 tools on average to support their customers. And these number of tools create a data fragmentation problem, which makes it really hard for the businesses to be data-driven. At Intel Swift, our team has prior experience working at Fortune 100 companies like Apple, Cisco, and Zoom. And we help startups and SMBs in digital commerce to reduce their customer response time to just under 5 seconds, nurturing a long-lasting relationship with their customers. Just imagine that with the AI Copilot, you can listen to all of your conversations at once, generate summaries, and visualize any data in seconds. It's capable of finding anomalies in your daily conversations and making accurate data forecasts. With AI chatbots, you bring AI to the front of your business, answering FAQs, qualifying leads, automating meeting scheduling, and product recommendations. And when AI chatbot won't know what to answer to your customer, it will seamlessly transfer this conversation to one of your live agents. None of our competitors have yet integrated AI insights other than Fresh Chat, but even they aren't capable of supporting third-party data like we do. We go after US and EU as our main markets, with TAM expected to reach $20 billion by 2029. We offer 3 plans to our customers, while we, as a business, monetize the most on the conversations processed daily. We move lightning fast, with 3 large beta customers onboarded after MVP in just 3 months, and we plan on onboarding 600 startups by the end of this year, with a specially curated discounted plan as our immediate ICP. We are fundraising $350,000 in order for us to reach our milestone of 117,000 MRR by August 2025. My name is Meyer, and I'm a CEO and CTO at Intel Swift. I'll be more than happy to take any of your questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Andreas.
Thanks for the pitch. How defensible is the solution? I mean, I could build some of the stuff with GPT already, so where is your secret sauce?
Well, we build on top of some of the existing models. In fact, we give our customers an option to choose which model they want to train their artificial intelligence on, right? Whether it's Gemini from Google or GPT from OpenAI, but the data is hosted internally at the company. This is not publicly hosted in a shared database as what you would get if you would use GPT, right, today. So this is hosted locally. You train your assistant in our platform and then deploy it to multiple channels, whether it's WhatsApp, Telegram, WebWidget, Slack, so on and so forth. So your customers will interact with your data first before it even goes to any existing LLM like GPT or Gemini. I hope I did answer your question.
Jana?
So you have 3 customers you mentioned. If you can name them or it's some profile, what are the customers?
Yes, one of the largest one is Laba Academy from Ukraine, 900 employees, 4,000 conversations processed daily. They use our application actually in 2 different manners. One is customer-facing support, and second one is internal for knowledge base.
Because yes, you just next time elaborate a bit about the secret source, because I have invested into AI chatbot in 2017. So it's a bit much to say that you are the only one. Otherwise, we don't understand what you're doing so perfect.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So thank you for your question. We're not claiming we're not the only one in the chatbot market. Chatbot is just one of the products.
I mean AI in the answering for the questions.
Yes, so AI insights. If you look into the market, Intercom, Fresh Chat, Quick Chat, Help Crunch, so on and so forth, they have some of the products, but they all fail in Insights AI in terms of enabling customers, enabling businesses to analyze data, right? Analyze insights. Maybe your customers are talking about some specific product of yours this month, a lot more than they've been talking ever before. In the past, etc. And matter of fact, when it comes to the secret sauce, our Insight AI, as powerful as Microsoft Power BI, if you ever used it, it's as smart, so you can simply just ask a question, hey, what are the customers that have had a bad experience over the last 1 month when they were interacting with my customers?
All right, I will have to cut you off here. Okay. Another round of applause to our pitcher.
Woo!
Thank you.
Well, and now for something completely different. The next startup pitching are from here, from Latvia, so you could say they're pitching from their home field. Please welcome Armans Liseks from InGain, a fintech.
Hi, I'm Armans from InGain, and we help businesses to launch and scale financial products. It's a lovely cabin home, isn't it? Unfortunately, you're not able to get a mortgage on it because it's a movable property. For the solar panel installation, you would be offered a ridiculously expensive consumer loan. There is a gap between customer needs and the existing financial products. It also creates a massive opportunity for businesses to launch the financial products themselves. For example, there could be property rent to own, car repair financing, electric vehicle subscription service, and even piano leasing. By the way, all of the cases mentioned are real. We have developed a no-code SaaS loan management system for businesses to launch and scale financial products in weeks and without the hassle of IT management. Of course, finance is all about complexities like compliance, know-how, etc. So we created this third-party API marketplace with over 80 connections today, where you can cover for credit assessment, KYC, AML, debt collection, payments, etc. Fintech is everywhere, yet we are focusing only on few market niches with over 200 million in obtainable market. Pay as you grow is our business model, and over 70% of leads find us online, especially on such technology review websites as G2 and Capterra. Our competitors are pure technology vendors, while InGain is an ecosystem provider. On top of technology and the marketplace, we actually are seeking collaborations with banks so they would provide capital for our customers. This year, we are forecasting double growth in monthly recurring revenue, reaching 160,000 euros. And we have already signed over 60% of that growth. We are a team of fintech, SaaS, and loan management experts with over 12 years of specific domain expertise. This morning, we signed our investment round of 650,000 euros, led by Trine VC and Fiedler Capital. So keep posted as we are progressing in future. Thank you.
Okay, congrats on the funding.
Thank you.
And a question from Andreas as a prize.
How do you compare to banking as a service providers that are currently quite well funded, like even Solaris is offering something in that direction?
Yeah, so we don't do banking. So to explain the case, for example, the cabin home could be funded by the bank. However, they are afraid to take it as a mortgage, how to deal with this collateral. So if there is a partner for them, a business who can deal with the collateral management, refurbishment, secondary market, then they are ready to give a capital. Besides, they are controlling the risk assessment of the clients who in the future get the product. Our role there is that we are a technology vendor that provides general ledger or loan tape to bank. It provides real-time data on the portfolio. So what happens is that banks can cut off the financing any moment if they see something is going wrong.
Any other? Jannic?
Just a follow-up question on this. So banks will ultimately hold the assets on their balance sheet?
No, the assets would be owned on the business's balance sheet, yet they are providing a corporate loan, a credit line to those businesses, so they can actually initiate the products to their customers.
And the underwriting models, are they provided by whom?
By banks.
By banks. Okay.
Raoul?
Yeah, and with your customers, how long does it take you to create, let's say, the structure they need with the banks and the ecosystems to actually deliver value to their end customers?
So our background actually comes from serving financial institutions, and now we're pivoting into these other verticals, which are non-finance. So it is an early stage, and we are building the first pilot projects as part of MasterCard Lighthouse program, where we are in the spring class.
All right, thank you. This was InGain.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Well, on the topic of finance, let's do a quick count. We are 8 startups in. We have 2 more startups to go in this batch. Please welcome Astrid from Wayren. Let's do some applause to encourage the startups. Let's go. Woo!
Hello everyone, I'm Astrid, co-founder and CEO of Waves. Marketing is the main driver for any company's growth. Let's take a look to see how a typical Series A company approaches it. Imagine the head of marketing wants to start a new campaign. This usually takes 3 to 5 weeks from start to ideation and the campaign launch. They use several tools and employ 5 to 15 specialists, and relying on their gut feelings, they set up a marketing strategy. Overall, one campaign costs a Series A company $26,000. But despite the time and money invested, the success rate remains as low as 2 to 3%. And that's what we want to change. Meet Waves. Using AI and behavioral science, we predict the marketing campaign success before it launches. We anticipate the audience reaction and improve it for better results. With this, we streamline the processes from start to finish. We cut the campaign time from weeks to minutes, and also reduce the budget by 80%. And of course, we guarantee measurable return on investment. Let's see how it works. You create your campaign content, we predict its performance and improve it for your most relevant customers, and voila, you can now launch it. You might be wondering, why are we the best ones to build this? Well, we have data. Not just data, but high-quality data of a decade from successful campaigns. And data is the new oil, right? And we have the expertise. Indeed, our pilot customers are already experiencing improvements. While we started just recently, we have achieved significant milestones. Paid pilot customers, participation at the prestigious MIT EF Accelerator, and a governmental grant by the EU. While we don't have direct competitors, there are, of course, big players in the market. We stand out in the pre-launch predictions. Hence, the market potential for us is enormous. We're strategically focusing on fintech, retail, and software development industries, and want to gain 3 million MRR within 4 years. Our business model is simple, B2B, and then we'll increase our revenue streams. Looking ahead, we want to cover all use cases and generate 60K ARR by the end of the year. Of course, behind our innovative solution is a highly skilled team with 30 years of experience. I bring expertise in marketing and psychology and a successful track record of founding 2 AI companies. Our CTO has more than 10 years of experience in data science and engineering, and he's also an ex-founder. To accelerate our ambitious goals, we are now raising a pre-seed round of $600,000. We invite you to join our journey to redefine marketing efficiency together. Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have questions to Waves? Jannic.
How narrow does the target audience have to be in order to confidently predict the outcome of a campaign?
Could you repeat the first of the question?
Yeah. How narrow does the target audience need to be confident in predicting the success of a campaign?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Of course, we cannot predict general industries. That's why we are starting industry by industry. So we are now starting with the fintech, because fintech has the highest ad spend with the lowest conversions. And the need is the most there. So after fintech, we'll go to the retail and then software development industries.
Any other? Jana?
Thank you very much. Do you have already the success stories, for example, from fintech, where you can claim what you said, that it's 4 minutes versus several weeks? Success stories of your success
stories, yeah.
Customers.
Indeed. So our now current pilot customer is in fintech, and when they started, they did the LinkedIn improvements for which we are now building, it was like very low, and we increased 85% of their audience, and we also increased their content performance up to 326%. So it is just within 30 days. And we are now improving our platform.
We can have a quick one if we have one.
I have maybe a little bit different. You are analyzing what was successful, but the world is moving forward. Do you have ability, or you thought about how you will be predicting some viral trends?
Yeah, that's the question. That's the problem we want to tackle. So we don't only analyze past data, but we have a lot of data sources that analyzes market trends, market insights, competitors, and give our customers real-time insights for their customer behavior changes, etc. That's why only using past data, our clients cannot get what we want, what we built.
All right, thank you. A wave of applause for Waves.
Woo. Well, we are closely moving to the end of batch 4. Our last but not least startup of this batch. Please welcome Hendrik from Wayren. The floor is yours.
Hi everyone, I'm Hendrik, the CEO of Wayren, and we want to keep frontline employees debt-free, as a lot of them are at risk. More than half of the Europeans have no savings and borrow money for their daily expenses. Now, especially hard hit are over 100 million frontline employees forced to rely on high-cost credit when running out of money at the end of the month. At the same time, they could instead use the salary that they have already earned. Most shift workers have their income updated every day, but still get paid only once a month. With Wayren, when employees finish a shift, they can instantly access their hard-earned money and not have to wait until payday. When employees can track and access their earnings in real time, 88% of them use fewer or no payday loans at all. But what's in it for the employers? Why would they want to partner with us? Frontline companies are one of the most competitive job industries, facing labor shortages. When they offer their employees flexible pay, it is shown to double the number of job applications and keep the employees at the company longer. Flexible pay, for that reason, is becoming an industry standard in the US. However, in Europe, as you can see on the map in green, most European markets have very little or no competition. So we want to expand across Europe with our first mover advantage. We were founded 7 months ago, recently launched our MVP in 11 restaurants, where more than half of the employees are active users and have transferred 10,000 euros of their salary before payday, for which they otherwise potentially could have used payday loans. We're also attracting interest from the largest employers in the region, as relieving labor shortages and employee well-being clearly resonates with them, with 1 million euros of ARR in the pipeline. We generate revenue from both employees and employers. Employees have a flat transfer fee, employers a monthly subscription, so there's no credit risk, no interest or hidden fees. It's the money the employees have already earned. Our background is well balanced in software and app development, products, and B2B sales. But importantly, when we met each other in high school, we all financed our studies as frontline employees ourselves. So we understand the financial challenges and how we can relieve that with building Wayren. Please reach out to me if you want to become a part of this story. And thank you very much for listening.
Thank you, Viktorija.
Thank you for the presentation. I kind of liked your personal touch that you are solving a problem which you had yourself. I wonder whether there is also some integration needed with, for example, tax reporting. In some countries, it's very much related to the frequency of actual disbursement of your payroll and then tax reporting. Is that a functionality you are considering or is needed in the markets that you plan to address?
Do I understand you correctly? You're asking about the integrations needed with employers from our side?
Yeah, for tax reporting, because usually, you have to report if you pay monthly or semi-monthly, so if you will have more frequent payouts, that's a reporting burden for the companies.
Yeah, got it. So the employer, thanks to our integration, still pays the employee only once a month, and the taxes are done exactly the same way as well. So we automate this by integrating with whatever payroll they have, as we've done with the pilot, and they still pay their employees once a month. We're standing between the employee, so they can use the salary when they want to.
Jannic?
A follow-up question to that, if I may. That means you're using an intermediate liquidity provider to extend the advanced salaries to the companies without affecting the cash flow, extending the salaries to the employee without affecting the cash flow of the companies.
Yeah, that's a very good question. So we did about 40 mom tests before we launched sales this year, and exactly we found out that we have to finance the wage advances to cause less friction in the sales process. So we have a credit line secured until we reach 10K MRR, and from that point on, we would qualify for a scalable credit line from a financial institution.
Thank you. That's it for the questions. Thank you, We Are Current.
Thank you.
Another round of applause to the all 10 startups that pitched during batch 4. And even bigger applause to our jury, Viktorija, Andreas, Jana, Jannic, and Raoul.